You know what would be a really cool way to spend your summer? Get an internship. Greetings, welcome to another episode of Is This Going to Be on the Test? My name is Joe Burns. I am a PhD, a posthole digger, and I need about 10 minutes of your time today. Please like and share and do those things that social media people do. Make me viral. Internships. Internships, internships, internships. Why did you say it 3 times? Because it is my opinion, mine, that you should have at least 2, if not 3, internships before you leave university. What? Why? I'm such a huge fan of internships. How many of you have ever heard that idea of you can't get a job without experience and you can't get experience without a job? And people use that to feel sorry about him or her, themselves, what have you. And they say, well, how am I supposed to do it? It's real simple. Internships. That's how you do it. To which a lot of people say, I don't want to work for free. What? You're paying to go to school. So you're not even going to classes for free. You're paying to go there. So you'll pay to go to classes, but you won't do work that attaches you to the world you wish to go into for free? Really? Come on, man. Follow logic at least. And by the way, there are paid internships. They're called a job. Okay, let me give you the idea of why I think internships are so important, to the point where you should have at least 2, I think 3. Sophomore, junior, senior year, you should have 3. If you can get them all at the same place, rock star. And a lot of people are saying, well, you should get internships to get a job. I get it. Because if you intern at the same place a few times, they may hire you when they're done. But then again, they may not. So the idea of an internship, I think, is more than just hoping to get a job at a later date. I tell students this story. Let's say you are the smartest thing that walks upright on your campus. My gosh, the highest you can get in a GPA is a 4.0 and you have a 5.2 somehow. I don't know how. We're just throwing A's at you. You know, here's another scholarship. Here's an, oh my gosh, you're amazing. You have a big melon-shaped head and yellow sparks are coming off. I think I've made my point. Then there's another guy. He's got a solid 2.1. 2.1, yes. Hooked every class. If it's a C, it's a degree. You both go for the same job. The person who's interviewing you calls you in and you walk into the office, you the 5.2. You walk into the office and everything is the Cleveland Browns. There's signed helmets, there's jerseys, there's framed newspaper articles, there's pictures of that person with all the players and their arms around and that kind of stuff. You don't know anything about football. Nothing. Nothing at all. So this person politely interviews you, gives you the old, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know, riding a mush dog in the Arctic. What do you mean, where do I see myself in 5 years? You leave the interview. In comes the kid with the 2.1. He walks in and goes, oh, the Cleveland Browns! I've been following the Cleveland Browns since I was 5 years old. And off they go. 45 minutes later, that person who is interviewing cannot stop talking about the Cleveland Browns. And we're laughing and they're shaking hands, they're doing all this kind of stuff. Which person's going to get the job? And I know what you're going to say. Well, obviously the person with the higher GPA. See, here's the thing. Every job has an element to it that is generally termed collegiality. Now that's at the university level. There's other words for it. But what it actually means is, do I like this person? Can I work with this person? You're with the people you work alongside more than you are with your family. Look at the numbers. You're with them more than your family, more with the people you have a genetic disposition to be next to. So they want to find out if they like you or not. How am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know that football is involved in all kinds of, how am I supposed to know? Internships. It not only shows you the world that you're attempting to take classes to get into, but it shows you the type of world it is. It shows you how it operates. It shows you how people act, how you will be expected to act. It allows you to assimilate into that world and not be shocked by it when you come out of school. A GPA probably isn't going to do it anymore. Why? I've got a high GPA. I've got a college degree. So does everybody else. A college degree is basically a high school degree anymore. Everybody's got one. Everybody you are going up against has one. What would you have that they don't have? Say it with me. 2 or 3 internships. You have already proven yourself. You have already seen how it works. You have hopefully made tons and tons and tons of contacts. If not a job, people who can reference and vouch for you that you did a wonderful job. I just don't want to sit at a table and get coffee and answer phones all day. If you do that on your internship, that's on you, man. Well, they never asked me to do anything. Why didn't you ask to do something? I know I'm answering phones and all that kind of stuff, but I hear you're working on some big project. Do you mind if I just sit in the back of the room? I'll keep my mouth shut. I want to watch it happen. If you don't ask, you ain't going to get. If you don't ask, you ain't going to get. An internship is only as good as you make it. If you get one, use it. Talk to the boss, go to lunch, go with the people after work, ask to be put into meetings, even if you shut your mouth. And if they say, go get us coffee, go get them coffee. You're the lowest on the totem pole. You are at the bottom. You are below radio disc jockeys. I used internships all the time. It's free labor for the business. I don't want to be free labor. Yeah, you do. It's a way of inserting yourself in. Can't get a job without experience, and you can't get experience without a job. Yes, you can. They're called internships. And I'll tell you one other thing about internships. It may be, it was for me, it may be that at the end of your internship, you say, man, this is all I want to do in my life. This is where I want to be. I want to get another internship at another company, and I want to meet those people. I get great. Or you may get out of your internship and say, I never want to do that again. When I went into school, was a business major, switched over to communication, and once I started learning audio production, all I wanted to do was make records. I'm gonna work in a recording studio, I'm gonna own a recording studio, I am gonna make hit records, I am gonna be the person that Aerosmith comes and works with at 3 o'clock in the morning, and this is gonna be so cool. So I got an internship at a recording studio. When my month was up, I never wanted to set another foot in a recording studio again. I hated it. Everything I thought it was. Little Wile E. Coyote cloud at the bottom of the cliff. Oh, and if you go and you take your internship and at the end of your internship you go, oh my God, if I have to go back there one more day, I'm gonna jump off a building. Great. What do you mean great? What do you mean, what do I mean? You learned your sophomore year or your junior year that what you're hoping to go into sucks. Don't go into it. I really believe with all my heart that you need internships, at least 2, try to get 3. How do I get them? There's got to be an internship person or a person in charge of internships in your department. Find out who it is. Well, we don't have one. There's got to be an internship office on your campus. Okay? Go find them. There's no internships I want. Then go get it. That internship that I had at the recording studio, I was their first intern, and I'll bet I was their last. I I wanted to work at a recording studio. No internships at recording studios, so I literally walked in, just in the front door. Hi, I'm a dippy college student. I want an intern. The guy looks at me, what am I supposed to do? I don't know, fill out a piece of paper and say how wonderful I am in a month? Okay. And he put me to work, and I hated it. I wish I didn't, because I go into recording studios to play my music. But to record someone else's? No, thank you. No. So, internships. They may teach you that everything you think is true, but then again, they may give you the opposite. And it also shows you what the world is, and it gives you so many different contacts. And that idea of you can't get experience without a job, and you can't get a job without experience, true. And if you get out of college and you want to now do an internship just to meet people, you're not a college kid. You're that creepy dude that wants to work for free out in the foyer. How can we get rid of him? Do we have to call someone? You're in college. Avail yourself to what's out there. An internship should be it. I've made my point. That's it. My name is Joe Burns. Is this going to be on the test? Probably.